Montjuic Stadium. It is a La Liga decider. After this match, only 3 match they gonna left. Right now, Barcelona and Real Madrid both played 34 matches in La Liga. There is a 4 point difference between Barcelona and Real Madrid. Barcelona is 79 points, Real Madrid is 75 points. So after this Clásico, either Barcelona gonna have 7 points lead, or Real Madrid gonna have 1 point lead, or the match ended in a draw with Barcelona have 4 points lead with 3 match day to play in La Liga. So let's talk about it. What we gonna expect from the match? What gonna be the expected lineup for the both teams, and what to expect from this match? Let's talk about it. Both the teams coming into this El Clasico as a wounded lion, as a wounded soldier, whatever you want to call. Because if you saw the way Barcelona went out of the Champions League against Inter Milan, leading 3-2 on the match and 5-6 on the aggregate, and in the 93rd minute, the way they concede the goal, 2 minutes to play in the extra time. Then during the after the extra time, they concede again their fourth goal. The way they went out, all the defensive issue, the criticism of the high back line, then the way they defend the set pieces, the defending of their experienced center backs like Ronaldo. Then then if you have to talk about the Real Madrid, the way their entire season span out, Real Madrid signing Kylian Mbappe, their season until till to the day is disastrous. They not even won a single major trophy. But you can know they won Super Cup, UEFA Super Cup. If you consider UEFA Super Cup a major trophy, then yes, they won the UEFA Super Cup. But they played the UEFA Super Cup final because of the last season performance, because they won the Champions League, not this season performance. This season they play Super Cup final, they lost. This season they play Copa del Rey final, they lost. This season they went out of the Champions League in quarter final against Arsenal. They lost the previous El Clasico in La Liga in Santiago Bernabeu 4-0. In the match, Mbappe was offside but 8 times. So and everybody questioned the Carlo Ancelotti's tactics. That if they have enough left in his room to manage a team like Real Madrid. So before going into this El Clasico, there is lots of criticism, lots of disappointment, lots of sorrow, lots of question mark. The way they're gonna come up. For me, the way Barcelona went out, it is not easy, especially and not having the lack of inexperience in the team. All the young players like Gavi, Kubarsi, Lamin, Fermin, Pedri, Valde, Hector. So it is not easy. It is not easy. If you look at if you look at the Real Madrid, they also not easy. If you look at their entire backline is gone. Their entire backline is gone. Rudiger is injured. Alaba is injured. Militao is injured. Carvajal is injured. Ferland Mendy is injured. If you look at their makeshift led by which where Kamavinga can play, is also injured. Their entire defense is gone. But if you look at both the team before the Champions League semi-final, if you look at before Champions League semi-final, Barcelona's season is high. Nobody expected the Barcelona where they are playing Champions League semi-final, won the Copa del Rey, staying in La Liga, top of the La Liga table, win the Super Cup. Nobody talked about it because if you look at the last season, this team nowhere near any titles. This Barcelona team is not a big change. Only Dani Olmo came in the summer. Only Dani Olmo and Pau Victor came into the team. Summer, though Pau Victor didn't play not a significant amount of minutes this season, so only Dani Olmo came. If you look at without Dani Olmo, this team is exactly same team after last year what Xavi has. And if you look at last season, Barcelona nowhere near any title, be it La Liga, be it Champions League, be it Super Cup, be it Copa del Rey. In last season, Barcelona went out the Copa del Rey in round of 16 in Athletic Club. They lost the Super Cup final against Real Madrid 4-1, where Vinicius scored the hat trick. They went out of Champions League quarterfinal against PSG, where because of Ronaldo's mistake of the day, he took a red card. We went to 10 men down, and then PSG make a comeback, won the tie 6-4. And then in La Liga, they lost the La Liga, I think 11 points. 11 points. Real Madrid had 96 points. Barcelona had 85 points. So the way Barcelona come back before the second leg of the Champions League semi-final, Barcelona's season was high. But after the Champions League semi-final second leg, the way Barcelona went out and the way they defend, conceding 7 goals in Champions League semi-final, lots of question marks is there. Is this Barcelona is mentally there? People gonna say mentally is there. They are gonna win. They are champions team. Barcelona, huge club, big club. Maybe. Is there? They are physically ready. They played 120 minutes. 120 minutes. That's cruel kind of match. Team like Inter, it's not easy to physically there. In the same way, let's talk about Real Madrid. They are signing the best player in the world, Kylian Mbappe. Came. What he achieved? And he scored 36 goals. He might break the record of the debut season goal scoring record of Real Madrid. But what it went on? Zero trophies. Yes, UEFA Super Cup is there, but come on, a team like Real Madrid cannot say we only won UEFA Super Cup. It has to be La Liga. It has to be the Copa del Rey. It has to be the Champions League. The way they went out of Champions League quarterfinal against Arsenal is humiliation. It's humiliation. They have 8 point leads in La Liga in February. They they give away the 8 point leads. They lost against Espanyol. They lost against Real Betis. They lost against Valencia in home. So before this El Clasico, lots of things to have in mind of the players, of the coaches, of the staff, the board, of the fans. Is this gonna be a very good match? For me, yes, we're gonna get a very good match because you know why? Both teams have to prove something. Barcelona want to win the La Liga. They have a 4 points gap. If Barcelona win this La Liga, they will be a 7 points lead. 3 match day to left. 80% for me, 80 to 90% on La Liga is decided. Barcelona win the La Liga title. But if Real Madrid win, the gap between Barcelona and Real Madrid will be 1 point, and 3 match days left. And if you look at the next three games of the Barcelona and Real Madrid, Barcelona have a way more difficult fixtures to play than Real Madrid. Barcelona have to play Espanyol away, the Catalan derby. Never easy for Barcelona to go to Espanyol Stadium and win the game. Doesn't matter how much good or bad team they have. Then Barcelona have to play Villarreal in their in their home stadium right now, which is Montjuic Stadium. If you look at the points table right now, Villarreal is closely fighting for fifth spot of the Champions League in La Liga table with Real Betis. And the gap between Real Betis and Villarreal is only 1 point. So they don't want to lose the match. They want to win the match. They want to play for Champions League, right? And in the last match day of the Barcelona in La Liga is Athletic Club in San Mamés, difficult stadium, very difficult stadium. If you look at the next three match of the Real Madrid after El Clasico, it's Mallorca, it's Sevilla, in Real Sociedad. Except Mallorca, Sevilla, and Real Sociedad, maybe big name in La Liga, but they are not performing very well. They are not performing very well in La Liga this season. Sevilla and Real Sociedad, they are very disappointing. So for me, if Real Madrid win, the La Liga will be go to the last match day of the season, and or both the teams, both Real Madrid and both Barcelona have to win the rest of the last three remaining match days to win La Liga. It will be very difficult, both the teams. Win for me, but for Barcelona, it will be very difficult. Win the next three games of the La Liga after the El Clasico. If they lose the El Clasico, but if they win, the gap will be real between Barcelona and Real Madrid is 7 points. And if you look at three matches they left, and if Barcelona won their match against Espanyol also, they're gonna do the same thing what they did in 22-23 season when Barcelona won the league title in Espanyol Stadium, and Espanyol fan invade the stadium and want to attack the Barcelona players. They're gonna do the same thing. So Barcelona also wants to do that. They want to beat Real Madrid. They want to win the El Clasico in their home stadium and want to play the Catalan derby in Espanyol Stadium and won the league title in Espanyol Stadium. There is a motivation. Let's talk about the lineup for the both the teams. If you look at the lineup for the Barcelona, I think Barcelona will be go as same lineup as they went for the Inter Milan match in second leg of the Champions League. That is Szczesny in goals. Left back will be Gerard Martin. Even though Balde is medically fit for the match, but I don't think so. He's 100% fit to start El Clasico. But he may came as a substitute from the bench. But I think Gerard Martin will start as a left back. Two centre back will be Pau Cubarsí and Inigo Martinez. And right back would be the Eric Garcia because Kunde is injured. Kunde cannot play. Two holding midfielders will be as same as like Pedri and De Jong, and in front of them, Daniel Olmo gonna play. Two wingers is like Rafinha and Yamal, and I think in place of Varane, I think Lewandowski gonna start the El Clasico because Lewandowski, I think he's fit. Maybe also we gonna go as same as like Ferran Torres, but I think that Lewandowski gonna start because it is El Clasico, and once we gonna we go with the experience of Lewandowski. But if we look at the lineup for Real Madrid, it will be pretty tricky. But if you look at the last few games, Rodrigo didn't play. In place of Rodrigo, Arda Güler is playing because if you look at the reports and Ancelotti's press conference, if you say that playing as Arda Güler, there is a much more balance in the team and they will defend well, and which is true because after the defeat in Copa del Rey and defeat against Valencia in La Liga, which is before the Champions League quarterfinal again. But after that, all the La Liga matches are the Güler start and Real Madrid won all of the matches. So I think Real Madrid gonna go with their 4-4-2 diamond, which is Real Ancelotti playing in the last few games. That means Courtois will start as a goalkeeper. Right back would be Vasquez, and I mean, according to my opinion, Vasquez gonna play as a right back. Valverde won't gonna play as a right back because if you look at the last few games in La Liga and even the Champions League second leg of the quarterfinals, Vasquez started as a right back. Valverde didn't start as a right back. So Vasquez started as a right back. Two centre back would be Tchouaméni and Asensio because Rudiger, Alaba, Militao, everyone is out for injury. And Ferland Mendy is also out for injury. So so Fran Garcia gonna start as a left back. In midfield, I think they're gonna be the four midfielder like Bellingham, Arda Güler, Ceballos, and Valverde, and up front will be the Vinicius Junior and Kylian Mbappe. I think these gonna be the lineup for the two teams. And this is for today. And thank you so much for watching the videos. We're gonna tactically analyze the game after the game. And thank you for watching the videos. Subscribe the channel, like the video, and comment on the comment section for the suggestion what how to improve my videos. And let's meet in the future videos. Thank you so much.